Alright, today's idea for Dylan Does Content and post once every 6 months is I am building out a van to travel with me and my wife. And shout out Ryan Z for helping get it mechanically done. And now I'm getting the interior done. It was already kind of built out and it needs to be built out for two people instead of one. So today you get to watch me fucking make it into two people's worth of shit. And also, I haven't drank in 2 months, so I figured let's have a little additive of I'm gonna play with power tools and drink. So y'all are gonna see me get fucking hammered while I'm fucking with power tools.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, me and my friend Mary Jane ran into each other before I got alcohol, and I'm now in Lowe's, and I'm at that point where I'm like was in like a fantastic mood, and then I put in earphones, and the world shifted. So now I'm mad, anxious. See these, and these can fold both ways. So see how it's folded inward like that to where they're on top of each other? It can do that both ways. And so my thought is, if I can do that between these two boards, I'll have to like put something in like the front to kind of draw out what I'm thinking of doing. But like basically it's going to be a trifold bed that can fold in on itself. Once I like kind of get the boards and everything, I can explain it better. But there was that thought, and then I came to Lowe's and found these little doohickeys, which are basically like this piece. Well, this piece here has a little part on it that can press into this, and it'll lock in place. So that'll help for the boards that I need to support the bed itself. So let's see, we're coming up with ideas. I'm listening to "Can I Kick It" by a Tribe Called Quest, and it's got me feeling good. So see how that sits right there, and that way it can fold in on itself, and I'll have a board here and a board here, and they can kind of fold in. Let's see if we can make that work. Bag is acquired. Thank you, Lowe's. I also fucking walked to the furthest exit, so chances are I'm coming back to Lowe's. I like counted 3 times while we were sitting at the counter, and realized that every time I counted, I was wrong. Lock in. I was thinking, how fucking funny would it be to do this series and just try like a different drug on every video, and eventually, you know, I just end up fucking shooting heroin for content. There's a cup. I'm gonna act like I wasn't on my phone. Give me just a moment here. I'm back. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Dude, like if I were shooting heroin for content and just fucked up, like I thought that was fucking hilarious. I found out today, apparently you can overdose on Cradle. I was watching a Mr. Beast video, which I don't do usually because I'm a straight white male who hates fucking everything. But it, you know, family friendly content, gay, trans people, gay, ew. That one fucking trans guy, he did abandon his family, I'll give him that. But he's trans, so he gets away with it. Fucking wild. Alright, anyways, I have ADHD, as you guys can tell. I have fun with that. I have recently switched over to Mio Unwinds, because they're the only, like, mixed drink you can put in, like, with your creatine and stuff to give it a little bit of flavor that don't have, like, red 40 and blue whatever the fuck, blue Valentine, whatever the fuck it is, blue waffle. Shout out 6th grade. But anyway, yeah, they're the only ones that don't have that, and RFK told me that it would make me fucking gay or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. He told me it'd give me more ADHD, which he might have been right about. I don't know. It turns out I'm just like this all the time. Adderall was pretty great when I had it. Made me really locked in. Dude, I tell you, today I wanted to fucking snort an Adderall. I tell you that. I would straight to the motherfucking gills, boy. Yeah. But there's that. Also, I'm really having a hard time actually convincing myself to go to a liquor store. Like, I think this is progress. Like, I just don't want to deal with the hangover. That's how much, like, I hate hangovers now. And two, like, it just made me sad. I didn't like being sad. I almost hit a guy right there because he's being a little bitch and taking a turn slow as fuck. But I just didn't like being sad. Like, that's the one thing with, like, drinking that's like, boo, you know? But smoking or like, you know, meeting up with your friend Mary Jane, you know, when you do that,
you have anxiety through the motherfucking roof sometimes. But I think that anxiety is nice. For me personally, that anxiety is nice for, it gets me moving. It forces me to have to move because, like, I'm so jittery, I'm so ADHD already, that, like, the added little bit of, like, heart fluttering, like, ooh, anxiety, makes me be like, all right, let's shave, and shower. Like, let's fucking go. And I enjoy that, personally. So that actually might be what I'm doing today instead of drinking, because, like, I just don't want to deal with that. Plus, like, I asked my wife, I said, how do you like me as a sober guy the last couple months? She's like, you actually, you're not aggravated as easily. And I was like, how about that? Who would have thought alcohol creates aggravation? I'm thinking about Jesus flipping tables now. That's pretty funny. Just fucked up on wine and just like, you guys are in my dad's house! Fuck off! Alright, it's not blasphemy. I'm just trying to be funny, guys. I love you guys. Thank you very much. This is a crazy thing to be doing. If you don't know, I'm doing comedy now. I've been doing comedy for almost a year now, and I'm actually starting to, like, I don't know, like, I have jokes. I feel really, like, I feel confident in, like, little shit and everything. Like, it's kind of nice, man. It's kind of nice to, feel like I'm actually getting somewhere in an industry that's, known for taking forever to get somewhere. And, like, I don't know, it's really cool. And, like, it's a nice expression. I have time on my hands, I guess. I'm about to have a child. Being an open micer and having a newborn child is so fucking funny. I have talked to my therapist so many times about, like, I just quit comedy. Like, but I think, like, the thing with that is, like, I think it shows more to your child to like show them that you're pursuing dreams and that you're still following a dream even when they're there. I think it shows more to them life's not on a schedule of anybody's accord, like it's just do it on your time, man. And I'm trying to set a good example. By the way, I'm having a child, if I haven't mentioned that. If you'd seen my stand-up, you'd fucking know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Pretty wild. And here I am. Fucking. It's a wild time, guys. Thank you so much. I can't express enough for anybody that has come to shows. I know I don't post much about them because, like, I'm almost at a year, so I'm starting to feel more confident. I just didn't want you guys to see me fucking go up on stage, and as the great comic Danny Huck said, man, you talk about cum a lot. I'm like, yeah. I would, especially the first bit. They say talk about what you know, and Daddy knows cum. Alright. Yeah, guys, I am back, and I'm about to start working on this motherfucking van, so let's get the tools together, and I'll fucking catch you guys there.
This is the van. It's a 94 Astro. Oh, I dropped my cock. A lot of fucking, yeah, so here it is. There's some tools and some parts in here because we've done a lot. So it was kind of, all of this was kind of pre-built when we got it, right? It's got this little thing here, and then it goes up into the front seats and everything. Let's see. Yeah, bingo. So plan today is there's like a little bracket holding this in. There's a little bracket holding that in. I'm going to take that bracket out, this board out, take out that fridge. That way I can see that little silver piece, right? Yeah, I need to get that out. And I'm going to try and get this out so that way I can move that fucking seat back some, because that motherfucker is up on there. So we're going to try this out. And the plan is take this bed as is, right? It's too short this way, so we got to build it out this way. This is going to be like 74 inches. This is like 34 inches. So I need it to be 40 inches longer. I have two boards that are about 48 inches long, so I'm going to cut it down to about and put some 2x4s underneath it, and then those two boards will sit side and side, and there will be a door hinge like I showed you earlier in the middle, so that way one will have a door hinge here and fold up, and the other one will fold down, so that way they all sit flat on this right back here. So that's the plan. Let's see about getting it done.
Alright, first thing is we're sitting in here. I'm gonna get this fucking thing off. I got it cleaned. Had to go eat because I'm fat, and you don't get this figure from fucking not eating. I was hungry, and I was like, well, You don't want to get too fucked up on an empty stomach, right? Like to throw up. Alright, let's fucking drill these two fucking things out and see where we're at. That appears to have been super glued. Alright, so you can't see it. Right there and right there are those little brackets, and they were, you know, drilled in here and fucking on this. So taking all that out and then taking these two brackets out so I can pull this fridge out. This will give us an extra like 2 or 3 inches of space. A huge amount of space if you ask me. You know, halfway to a lot for 2 inches. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. And let's see. We're just driving this to New Orleans for Skankfest. Super excited about Skankfest. It's what we're getting it ready for. If you don't know what Skankfest is, it's awesome. It's Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith, and Big J. Okerson. And they have basically, Louis got in a fight with a lady and basically was like, fuck you, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make a comedy festival on my own. And they did. And now it's like one of the coolest fucking things in comedy. So I'm super excited to go. You know, there's some of the people that like have inspired me the most to do comedy. So the fact that I'm able to have this van right now with my wife, she's pregnant, and I'm building it out to go to Skankfest. This is a beautiful fucking thing, and I'm super excited. Prayers, absolute prayers, that this fucking van doesn't break down on the way down there. We haven't done a long trip with it yet, and the first fucking long trip we're doing is gonna be 10 fucking hours down there. I think it's like right at 1,000 miles to get fucking down there. So we'll fucking see. Alright, let's pull this son of a bitch out. Let's go around back and fucking find wherever the fuck this cable goes to. Alright, luckily there was a fucking thing of cords in the back, and one was labeled fridge. So that really worked out. So I think I pulled the right one. Beautiful. He literally has just, whoever made this fucking thing has just taken a bunch of extenders, like surge protectors, and put them in like 3 different places. And they have an inverter for probably what used to be putting car batteries and solar together to then make enough to run some of this shit. But there's no solar panels that were on here, and the batteries are old as shit, so I gotta get rid of those. But pretty, I mean, I get it. He was a construction guy apparently, and construction guys, you know, we're probably gonna cut some fucking corners. So he did it. It looks all right. It looks good, and I guess it functioned at a point. So we're gonna work to make it a little bit more attainable for 2 people to sleep in here and have a good time. So let's fuck. I fucking did the whole thing without ever clicking record. But hard part with ADHD is I really want to take this out while I'm doing this shit. But the problem is that seems like a lot of work, because I kind of got to figure out if I can take this whole chair out. If I got to take the whole chair out in order to get this fucking thing out. It just won't move. It won't go back anymore. And I would really love for it to. I don't know. I don't even know if it can. I might just have to deal with it being fucking short. But we're getting there. Yeah, I really want to fucking work on that, but I need to work on the fucking bed first. Let's do that first. So, yeah, I'm going to go grab the boards, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking put some shit there. Yeah, let's put the camera on it. I'm going to put some fucking, like a hinge here and a hinge here, and then the board's going to fall over. So, let's see if we can make that fucking work. Alright. These are 48 inches, this board is, and it needs to be between here and here is 40 inches. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this motherfucker down. Alright. Measure twice, cut once. So, measure twice.
those two pieces cut. And I've got my little hinges here. What we're gonna do is I can set these up. Alright, let's get some parts sorted out and we'll get back with you. What I'm gonna do is right here on the edge of this bed, there's wood. So these little hinges are gonna sit on this wood and fold all the way, like that, I guess, to where it's all the way down. So that way it's connected to this. Gosh damn it! Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get it. And that board's gonna sit flush with the bed, like there, right? And so now we've got an extra 20 inches here, and then an extra 20 inches where I'm sitting with the two boards, and it'll be long enough for me and my wife to fucking sleep side by side. So that's the fucking deal. Get you a drill bit, make sure it's the same size as the screws. I eyeball it because I don't give a shit. Maybe this time I should. Yeah, we're gonna go size small. These are pretty small screws. What I'm really banking on is, number one, using the drill bits to make sure that the fucking plywood just doesn't split. I got birch because birch was it felt a little bit stronger when I was using it, or when I was kind of looking at it. We're gonna go with the small one, and with the small ones, usually if you throw a hole in there, a lot of times the wood won't split as or split as bad at least. And so really what I wanted to do is just fucking be on the son of a bitch. I'm doing this backwards, I realize. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Alright, I think I'm gonna put the hinge on the inside. If the hinge is on the inside, then this little lip right here will be underneath the start of this board, so that way it's less tension on this and more on the wood, which should have a support down here, which will be a 2x4 underneath it, and that will help hold it up. So, trial and error. If it doesn't fucking work, unscrew the son of a bitch. There's a hole there. Throw some wood filler in if you really give a shit. Nobody's gonna notice your little fucking holes. Nobody's gonna notice this fucking piece of board being unfucking flush because it's a bed frame. Who gives a fuck? Give yourself some grace. Peace and love, motherfuckers. Alright. Peace and love, brothers and sisters. We'll fucking do this shit. See, the scariest part of all this shit is hole number one. Hole number one is so fucking scary every time. I want to put a fucking fan, in the ceiling of this thing, so that way it's got a little bit more airflow. And I cannot tell you fucking how scary it is to think about cutting into the metal of a fucking vehicle as a person who's dumb. But here's the thing, is that at the end of the day, when in doubt, caulk the piss out of it. If you've got a hole there, caulk that motherfucker. If it's metal, you can JB weld the son of a bitch. There is so many fillers. Keep fucking going. Just keep going, you know? Is that the smart way? No, absolutely not. But is it a way? Absolutely. And will it last for about a decade and then you can sell the fucking vehicle and not give a shit about it anymore? Yes. Yes. Or you total the son of a bitch somewhere in between A and B, and now you really don't gotta give a fuck. Thoughts? Alright. Let's get going. Let's see. Yeah, I like that a lot more. So we're gonna have that bed sitting right there. And then, can it fold up from here? Yes, it will fold up from here. It'll just be pinching the bed. So we'll have to pull the bed out to do it. Beautiful. Yes, we are going to pull this bed out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this bed here out of the fucking vehicle, and we'll get this figured out. Hey, more stink bugs. What's up, buddies? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Why I did that first, I actually don't know. And in the middle of doing that, I realized I shouldn't have done that first. Let's go. Let's go grab those 2x4s and see if that'll help me kind of fucking level this bitch out a little bit more before I get going. Don't lose track of your fucking parts too. That's important. Skankfest is going to be so wild. Me and Pipe, my wife, we went to Red Rocks for our honeymoon and saw the great John Butler. So me and Pipe have been together we got married on our 5th anniversary, and within the first year of us being together, my dad unfortunately passed away, and during that time period I was a fucking mess, as you can guess. And she stuck with me through it all, and so that was a really cool fucking thing, man. And during all of that, my brother actually showed me, it's called Oceans by John Butler. It's a song that is amazing. I love it. It's just like a 12-minute guitar solo, and it just did something to me, and it let me know that it was gonna be okay. We were gonna make it out of this, and you know, it was really emotional, and I, since then was like, I need to see him live. And I saw a performance of Red Rocks that I used to listen to in college, like when I was finishing up school, and I was in my dad passed away in December, so I have Christmas break. I'm home from school. I was home from school to take care of him after his surgery, and unfortunately my dog passed away that morning, and then so I took my dog to the cremator. Went and talked to a friend because I was fucked up. My mind was fucked up. I was taking care of my dad. I was taking care of all this shit. And I just didn't, my mind was just not good, man. And then I got back to my house that night and found my dad. And that's the thing, though, is that he was very cold when I found him. I'm getting real with you guys. And I think the thing is that I think he passed away like right at, it must have been like as I was taking my dog to the cremator, because cremator was like probably an hour away, and so like as he must have passed away while like during that time period, like as soon as I left, pretty much, because I remember like getting to this crossroads and I could take a right and go back to my house, or I could take a left and go see my friend for a little bit and then come back home, just to like have my mind straight so I could take care of him better, right? And I took the left, I didn't take the right. And I've had a lot of talks in therapy about that, like, those choices in life. And one thing that like brings me a little bit of like happiness, or like allows me to move on, is that he must have passed away like right after I left. So the thing is that me taking that left, I thought about taking that right and I didn't. And do I think that like he gave me a little nudge to go left, to go ahead and get my mind somewhat right before losing my dog and my dad within probably 6 hours of themselves. My dog died at like 3 a.m. Nobody was fucking open, so I couldn't do anything but go to bed fucked up mentally, and then woke up, take my dog to the cremator, and then my dad died somewhere along that way. Yeah, so like go through all of that, right? And like my dad, I think he gave me the push to go to my friend so I could have my head right a little bit before we go find, the worst thing. And it's crazy, man, like all of that, and then something about this 12-minute, how beautiful is music in our lives, man? That 12-minute guitar solo by John Butler, man, it let me know that I was gonna be okay. I was gonna find a way out of this, and then someday I'd get where all this pain was. I'd understand it. And man, like I was, like how beautiful is that? And then he comes on tour for the first time since COVID, John Butler, to Red Rocks. I bought the tickets immediately, and it's in the fucking same time period, like right after our wedding. That's amazing, man. Like that, I believe in God. I think that was a God sent, man. And like how beautiful the energy of the universe is to give me that blessing, and to give her, me and Piper get to go do that, man. Me and my wife get to go fucking see the person that like helped let us know that in finding my father together, that things are gonna be okay. Like it was a few days after, all right. Like it wasn't like immediately I came to this conclusion. I was I was pretty bad off for a few days, and I was pretty bad off for a few years. Honestly, we're at year 6 now, coming up here in about a month. We'll be at 6 years since he passed away, and like 5 years. Sorry. But yeah, man, like that is a godsend. That was a godsend to be able to go do that. And then back to the funny, you know, we do that. We have a beautiful time there. Actually, literally on that vacation, when we're on our way to Red Rocks, like literally, like we're about to get on the flight to Colorado the next day, and Piper walks up to me and goes, "Hey," puts in a pregnancy test, and was pregnant. That's all I've ever wanted to be in this world as a father, and I'm so excited to share this, like, you know, this shit with my son. We found out having a boy, by the way. Yeah, and our son, yeah. I don't like the my shit. I get it because it's just me and you guys, but like I don't like our or my language. I like ours, like our child, because like we made this. Like it's not a one thing. My dad had exes who always said my baby, talking about their children, and I never liked that. I didn't like that. It just seems like, yeah, it seems like you're like excluding, like, because no, now you're a union. You are unified with this person. That's why I got this motherfucker this ring. Yeah, but yeah, then we got we saw John Butler, found out we were having a child, and that was amazing. And it's our first child, so that's awesome. And then Skankfest coming up here in next week. This is our honeymoon, like our 2 things for the honeymoon. We flew out to Colorado, and now we're gonna have the van ready to take to motherfucking New Orleans. And the fact that Skankfest moved from Vegas last year to New Orleans for the first time in like 5 years, that it's back on the East Coast, amazing. So excited. God bless, man. Super fucking stoked. This is amazing. Yeah, man. It's not 5 years. I think it was like 2 or 3 years. But either way, they're back on the East Coast. I'm so excited. And I hope Piper is too. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. Alright. We are getting this fucking thing together. Screws there. And now we're just going to line this thing up, make our little holes, and then fucking use our drill bit to make the holes right here in this piece, so that way the whole thing folds over. I'll get to it whenever. We just had a long talk. Let's take a breath. I'm gonna listen to some music. You guys do whatever you go do. Go smoke. How about you join me? You know, go do what you need to do. I'll be back here in probably one cut. All right, guys. Now we've got it done. So you can see this is gonna fold up like that and out, and we're gonna make it flat. That way the mattress back there, the mattress will sit back there, and then there will be we're gonna have another mattress laying across right here, so that way it's super fucking flat and comfy and everything. And then another piece right where I'm at right here that we're gonna use those little things to connect those 2 pieces, and they'll both fold up. One will fold inward like this, and then the other one like this, and then they'll fold in and fucking flat like that. I am so fucking excited to have this thing together. You guys have no idea. Well, actually, now you kind of have some. This has been a dream for a long time. So many people have said, you can't live out of a van. Why would you fucking do that? I've actually always wanted to live out of a van. Living in a van down by the river honestly sounds like the fucking dream. We can't afford a whole lot, so right now we've got a fucking Astro that we got for like $3,800 and put like $2 grand in parts in, and a lot of time and effort. So now we're fucking getting it together, motherfuckers. Peace. Let's get this another one fucking put together. You guys get how it's doing. I don't think I need to film that, do I? If you guys really are watching this because you actually want to know how to build out a van and like how to build a bed for cheap and shit like that, all of this together, these were like $5 a piece. This board was like, this was the more expensive one because it was a little bit stronger, the birch. So it is, I want to say $20 a piece. And then we found a bed on Amazon for like $80. It's gonna fold over. I'll show you guys the finished product with that later. But really the next thing is getting this set up with the other board over here, and then we'll start working on the fucking feet that'll hold it with a little extra support. That way it doesn't fucking fall. So, peace. Okay, we got it together. I forgot these boards were 24 inches, not 20 inches. So I cut, this one was full 24, so I cut this one down to about 18. This is blonde wood, by the way, not birch wood. That's my bad. I am, you know, I don't really remember a whole lot of things. So yeah, we got that together. So now I'm just gonna fucking do like that, and then whenever it folds up, it'll fold up like that. See what I'm saying? And so now I just need to take that 2x4 and I'm gonna cut 4 of them and make it to where this motherfucker sits flat. Oh, this is a lot heavier than you think it is. Alright, let's just get that sitting like that for the moment. How about that? No, it is not straight, because when I cut that down to 6 inches, it was not straight. That's called not having a table saw and just using it. You know, I don't know. I'm just not great at straight lines, for real. Just something I learned in life to just fucking ignore. Crazy that this thing is kind of together right now. So let's fold it all the way up. That way you guys can kind of see what the hell I'm talking about when I fold it the rest of the way up. How about that? Here, let's get this board out of here. And fold and back. I was using those to support some shit. But there you go. How about that? Isn't that fucking wild? And then, you know, get a hold of it, fucking pull it through, and then we'll have those boards sitting to where this will sit level, and we can sleep. Beautiful. All right, let's figure out what. Let's find level and go from there. Thanks. Thank you. All right, so I have it to where the bedding is now underneath it, and this is on top, and it's not exactly flush. But so what I really want to do is have it to where that bedding is out, and I'll have the boards underneath it, and that's what I did have it like that for a moment, and it looked good. You guys just have to trust me. The thing is that I'm gonna have the bed here tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set it up so that way the bed's all good and get ready to go, and I can just fucking toss everything together tomorrow just to get an idea of how it actually is gonna look. Cut some boards to make it sit flush. I didn't get any fucking videos of that. I'll do that tomorrow as well whenever I come out here and show you guys those boards. The idea I was gonna have with these, so that basically this is cabinetware, so basically it was going to clip into this. But the problem is that clip is going to be in the way of it folding. It'll smash and kind of get in the way. So I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. I'll figure that out. I'm thinking like a I don't know, like a little lock mechanism. I was thinking like but like they fold up. The problem is that because they fold up into each other and they're flat, is finding something that will be able to kind of be there and not in the way. I don't know. Maybe a gate lock on the corners, or like on the sides. Like if I were to put like a gate lock, like one part here that's like a bar, and this part here that's like a hole, so that way when they fold out, they'll, you know, have sex. So that might be actually the move. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'll figure that out here probably tomorrow. Whenever I'll probably end up going back to Lowe's at some point, returning these fucking things for like $4, and then getting back at it. Thank you guys. Hell of a fucking start to a Saturday. It's noon. Been at this shit since 9, so cool. I got a fucking huge splinter. It looks like a small hole, but like I had to get my razor out and fucking cut it out, because right after I quit sawing, I was like, oh, let me knock that piece off, and instead that piece went in my fucking skin. That shit hurted. Alright. Thank you guys. Peace. Today we have this little fucking punch out tool, because you'll see here in a fucking minute that this
fucking old vans are a bitch. That requires us to take the tire off. Thank you, Ryan Z, again for everything you fucking done. Getting everything done, hopefully today. And I got the new bed in. I've got a backup camera I ordered last night. We got a lot of shit, and we're gonna get it done here in hopefully a couple hours. We'll see. It's around here somewhere. You'll find that motherfucker. Shout out YouTube, they fix everything. Alright, what we're doing here is take these fucking upper control arms off, and this is to get an alignment right. Is that, see that hole right there is small, that one's big, and this piece will push out that piece. I'm trying to make sure that's the right size. There is like a $30 one that's OEM, which is like Honda parts, and then there's like a fucking $80 one, which is Chevy. So I had to buy the $80 fucking one for some reason. I don't know if there's a difference or not. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. This fucking, that's pulling all the way through. Damn, that was quick. Great job, Ryan.
4 hours.
Yeah, for well, and like part of it's like, oh, we taking your tire off? There's an hour.
Yeah, right.
I guess the big telltale will be if we fucking, when we take this son of a bitch off, like all the way on all sides,
Yeah.
if that camber turns easily or not.
And it should.
Yeah.
It should
Damn.
move
That's
very
fun.
smooth.
That is beautiful physics. You can feel the heat.
Yeah.
Coming off. Oh, wow. Are we going to grind that off?
We should just be able to grab it and break it off. The other side. Yeah. So one side is tightening and the other side is loosening.
Yeah, I just was, I couldn't figure out which fucking way I was turning this son of a bitch. Sometimes the hardest part is getting the two to separate.
Fucking threads are fucked. Gosh damn it. On this fucking thing, it's on the... I should call her.
This has been a real slut. Here we go. Catch this old Astro at Talladega next week, motherfucker. Alright, next up, we're going to put in the motherfucking reverse cam. I think I'll probably end up doing that one by myself, and then we'll have the bed installed. Tomorrow, we'll go get this motherfucker aligned, and then, God willing, we'll be where we want to be. How about that? Thank you. Cool. Alright, so I couldn't get the fucking camera to mount on the top because there's a light up here that is in the way. So I used that, and then I zip tied it to the bottom because I don't have self-tappers with me. But I feed that line through the light. You gotta take it to 7mm for this. This is what connects to this, which is a transponder here. Take it through, feed it through this line, through this spring, down into where your tail light is, which is a kind of a slut. We'll get there. And then through here,
we connected it to the daytime running lights because that way I can I have like a hitch that goes back here that I can kind of keep track of what's going on there. And then there will be a screen here. Let's go around. There will be a screen that's right here, mounted up here somewhere, and that way I can keep track of what's going on behind me, because as you can tell, this sumbitch don't have no fucking windows. So thank you. It's kind of a bitch, but I'll get self-tappers and we'll get this sumbitch taken care of. Okay, don't want to show you guys my license plate, but you can take this door panel off with just a bunch of screws. It's that panel right there. It's a bunch of those fucking screws. And then over here on the other side, you got the fucking tail light, which is just 2 screws, gear and dare. And then down here at the bottom, that's your reverse light. So now it is set up that if I click that top one on, then this plugged into the cigarette lighter will show me. How about that, boys and girls? Alright, let's get this sumbitch back together. It only took forever.
No problem. We'll see you.